Hello. So today we're going to talk a little bit about RC cars. Because yeah, we don't just stick to car stuff and Tercel stuff on this channel, right honey?
Nope. All things outdoors.
Yep, no more Tercel talk for this video. We're going to talk vintage RC cars. These vintage RC cars. I don't know if anybody remembers these old things from Radioshack in the early 2000s. They were making these trucks. Well, I don't know what. I think it was like mid 2000s too. I don't know, like 04, 05. I don't know. They're old. They're from my childhood era and hers. That, of course, you didn't have these.
No, I didn't know what an RC was until I got with you 3 years ago.
Yeah.
All over.
So yeah, these things were from my childhood. I grew up playing with these trucks and always thought they were a blast. And my sister's birthday was, what, a couple weeks ago?
At the end of July.
Yeah, and one of her wishes was a new RC car because the one she had sucks. That's pretty much what she said. So you could go to Walmart, spend 80, 100 bucks on a crappy one, or you can buy one of these. So I got on eBay and looked up some old Radioshack RC trucks and ended up finding one similar to this. It didn't have them. It wasn't the Mat Track model, so it had these small tires on this truck. Got the truck ready to go. Came with a battery, charger, the whole bit. And of course, gonna try it out. So I ran it a bit. I had some fun with it.
A lot of fun with it.
Yeah. So then I got a bug in my butt and decided, well, why not just buy 4 more? There's one in the house. It's a parts truck. So yeah, I ended up getting a bunch more. I got this one because it was also kind of the same deal, ready to go. No mat tracks though, but I do have a set of mat tracks from a truck I had when I was a kid, so I still have the tracks. Yeah, I bought this one for myself to play with. And then these two back here, they were for parts or repair. They were missing they were both missing the controllers, so I have 2 Hummer radios because that's all I could get. But yeah, so they were both missing radios. This one was missing the tires and the battery cover. This one was missing the battery cover, but these trucks are different now. I can't leave anything alone, and I don't know if anybody remembers these trucks. They had a bunch of different versions. They had like the Monster Patrol and the Carnivore that had these big tires, but they weren't very fast. They had a lot of torque, but they weren't real fast because they had a 540 size motor. And then trucks like this one later on down the road, and this Ford came out, they had a 550 size motor, and they had a Chevy Avalanche one too that I'd like to have, but I can't find one. But I bought this one basically for parts, and it turns out it ran, and it was a cool truck, and I liked the body, so I ended up taking the chassis from the Aftershock and putting it on the Ford because the Ford had a bigger motor and it was like brand new. It was never, you could tell it was never played with. It still had like the factory grease in the axles. So I put the S10 body, the Aftershock body, on the Ford chassis.
And then the Ford became mine.
Yeah, and the Ford's her truck. It runs pretty good for a 540 motor.
It's pretty freaking fast.
Until I killed it.
Yeah.
When it still had that body on it, we took it through a lot of high grass, and of course, smoked central out the motor. So I killed it.
And then it would overheat like a typical Ford.
Yeah, it had like half the power and would overheat all the time. So I was like, well, I guess we're gonna have to fix it.
You get like 3 minutes playtime and it overheat.
Yeah, so we ended up, there was a part number on the motor, and it was actually a Tamiya motor. So I was able to get a new motor for $7, so now it runs good again. But yeah, I don't know, I guess we'll look at them underneath. Yeah, here they are. These were always kind of cool because they were like in between hobby grade and Walmart, and I put Traxxas plugs on them because the factory ones are garbage. And they all have independent suspension, 4-wheel drive. They're pretty fun. Has headlights, tail lights. This one has roof lights, and we got some LEDs in here now though.
They're actually really bright at night.
Yeah, we put green ones in hers. This one I had to ghetto make a battery cover for it, so it's got a zip tie on it for now, but that's fine. We've been running them for what, a couple weeks now. And
yeah, usually all of his projects are cutting boards.
yeah, that's a cutting board from Walmart.
You did Tercel hubs with cutting boards and coffee caps.
Yeah. Pretty ghetto.
But it works.
Yep.
And zip ties.
And it's a good running truck. But she didn't like that it's a truck, and as soon as she put stuff into bed, it would bottom out. And this thing had really heavy springs in it, so I swapped the springs. So now this thing has really stiff suspension.
Now I can do truck stuff.
Yeah, now she can haul stuff in it. And the Hummer has really soft suspension. But the downfall with this Hummer here is I must have bought it right at the end of its life, because the motor, I think, is going bad, because it's got no power now. But this one has the same motor, and it flies. This thing's fast. So, yeah. Would you like to fire up your Ford and show the people the classics of Radioshack quality?
There's been some bugs we've had to work out with it.
Woo!
And because, of course, I started playing with this RC, I got a crawler and a boat myself.
Oh, yeah. So,
Element crawler, and it tracks the boat.
yeah, so we might be bringing up some RC content. Come on, give her the sauce. Oh, yeah. Look at all that speed. And they're not super fast. They were great kids' toys, but oh, geez, it did a stoppie. But, yeah, they were great kids' toys, and they're really durable because of the huge bumpers and everything. I don't know. I always had fun playing with them. Now you're hitting my car.
I did a stoppie just before your car.
As I said, they're good for children.
Very encouraging.
We got a storm coming. Yeah, it rides like a brick. Rides like a truck. They're fun. We just went camping over the weekend and took them, had a lot of fun with them at camp. They're entertaining. They're nice because they're not super fast. So you can pretty much just full throttle all the time. You trying to make it do another wheelie? Go in the grass and do it. It'll do a wheelie. Now back up and floor it. Oh, little one. That's a fresh battery, so it should do it. So yeah, that's the Ford. Should we get the S10 out? Let's go get the Aftershock. I call it the S10 because that's what it is. Some people post online, actually I think the for sale post on this one said it was an F-150. Not at all an F-150. Because there's an S10 right there. Well, Jimmy, but it's identical. So it's definitely not an F-150. So, yeah. This body was on that chassis. Oh yeah, yeah, good luck. I haven't made a video on the ZR2. I've had it a year now and I haven't done any kind of videos on that. Guess we're new to the whole video thing. Hold on, let me turn the controller on. Alright. Is it on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sure, you want to hold the camera? This truck's like, got nitrous. Oh yeah. Way faster. She's a unit. We're having some issues with this truck, haven't we?
Some interference issues with the controller.
Yeah, this thing, for some reason, when you would run it, it's like as soon as you'd start going, it would just start doing like this, and then it would slam on the brakes really hard, and it was like, acted like it had interference, and I couldn't figure it out.
It was like shutting itself off and turning it back on like over and over again.
Yeah, so there's like a big relay on these things on the motherboard, because they don't have like a speed control. It's like a big green motherboard. There's a relay on it, so I took one out of the parts truck and put in it, and it didn't seem to help. And there was some other, like a transistor, I think it's called, that we changed. It's bolted to a heatsink on here. I changed that, and so far it seems to be working good now. So I'm assuming that's why this truck was brand new but never played with, because it probably didn't work right. It does good wheelies though, if you can get it to do it. Yeah. It's got that S10 power, you know, 4.3 life. Uh-oh, I got rained on. So yeah, that's the S10. This is going to be the one that gets taken care of because it's really clean. Oh man, here comes the rain. So yeah, that's that truck. The Hummer, on the other hand, we ordered a motor for it. We're going to try to fix it. It works, but it's... Oh, hit the wrong switch. It's really slow. So we ordered a motor on Amazon for it, hoping it's right, because all I can find is an RS-550 motor for it. And it says it's an RS-550 SF motor. Well, can't find that. So what we're going to do is we're throwing that $12 motor in it. If it doesn't fix it...
Not that I need to be worried about it because I drowned my crawler, but I want to go get it out of the rain.
That's fine. I'll pop the battery in real quick. I just want to show the people how slow the Hummer is now.
Yeah, I'll be back over there to see my body.
Boy, this is crappy. I might have to leave them in the car. But if the motor doesn't fix this Hummer, I'm probably going to end up swapping hobby grade electronics into it, because if you put the wrong motor in these, it fries them. Oh, look at this. We're only going to get a short video here with this one. You see how slow it is? And when I first got this a couple weeks ago, it used to be just as fast as the Aftershock one. So yeah, it's a dog. This rain sucks. Whose idea was it to make a video of toys in the rain? Oh man. But yeah, so that's what we're probably going to do with the Hummer. Is if that motor don't fix it, I think I'm going to go ahead and do like a Traxxas hobby grade stuff, because you can get them pretty cheap. Get like an XL5 speed control and all that stuff. Because I'm still having fun with it. So, boy, this sucks. Keeping the truck company. It's raining right in the car.
Dive in the church.
Don't put your antennas in like this. I'm only doing it because I'm one-handed. No! So, I guess that's a quick video on the Radioshack toys, right? It's a glorious video, but what's his name?
The truck's getting wet.
I know, that's amazing. I forget the guy's name. He wanted me, 509 Trails was the guy that asked me to make a video on these. So here's your short, rainy video of our RC trucks from Radioshack.
Listen, this is our life. As chaotic as it may be, anytime we try to do something, something happens.
Yep, can't do nothing. I don't want to run them now because they're not siliconed yet. I don't want to get them wet.
We tried to go camping this weekend, it rained.
Yep, literally. So yeah, I had another, it was a Radioshack truck as well. It was a green Agitator. It was a Toyota pickup. I ordered that, but something happened with shipping, so the guy refunded it. So that was what 509 Trails really wanted to see, was the Agitator, because he has one of those. But I guess this is what you get. I'm not gonna lie, I prefer this model more anyway because of the better suspension design. They're faster. I think these were like the best RC trucks that Radioshack had to offer, in my opinion. And then of course X mods were awesome. I have those too. So yeah, that's a quick RC car video. Maybe we'll post a video of her boat and crawling. I might get a new crawler. So
Yes, you need a new one.
yeah, I want the.
You can post a video of the one that you have now, and then you can post one of your new one.
Yeah, I'd like to get the new Traxxas K5 Blazer one. They came out with an all black body, and it's got like cool aluminum wheels of like Mickey Thompson classics. So might get one of those, might not. I don't know. All right, we're gonna end this off. Hope you lost a couple brain cells from this video. I don't hope that, but you probably did lose some. What?
That's rough.
All right, bye.